Jake Haener. Jake, thank you so much for being here, man. It's good to see you.
No problem, man. I'm excited to be on and see what you got for me today.
Absolutely. So first of all, there were some rumors on where you were going to go this offseason. I'm going to start with the hard question, okay? Kalen DeBoer left. People sort of expected you to go to Washington. You started your career there.
Mm-hmm.
How did that process play out this offseason? Was there consideration of following your coach?
Yeah, I mean, it was a really tough decision, not knowing which direction Fresno State was going to go with their coach and, the leader of their program. So, at that point in time, I was kind of just against the clock with everything as far as the quarter system and, trying to plan ahead for my career and, see what I wanted to do. So I felt that, at that particular point in time, it was the best decision to enter the portal. And I know it was tough before my bowl game, but at the end of the day, I'm just trying to do what's best for myself and give myself the best opportunity to, further my career and be successful at this level. So like I said, it was like a five-day decision. And, you had to pick between going to the Senior Bowl, going to Washington, and then, you got some other schools with NIL opportunities, and that factors in as well. And I just felt like this place made me who I am. It's made a name for me, and I just want to stick it out here.
Yeah, ultimately, I mean, I think that's both the beauty and the curse of the portal era now, right? Is there's all this freedom. Players can go find the opportunity that's best for them. And especially a player like yourself, as decorated as a career as you've had. But ultimately, it's got to feel good. I know everybody at Fresno State's happy to have you back home. Yeah. Was the NFL ever a consideration too? Were you thinking about jumping to the pros?
Yeah, just with the whole Senior Bowl thing, that's a big deal, and you're not guaranteed that the following year, especially with the kind of class coming out this year that that's projected to come out. There's going to be a lot, projected to be a lot more competition, and that's fine. I decided to stay and duke it out with some of those guys, but when you have that opportunity, a lot of people say take it and run with it, but I just felt like my frame, I needed to really find a chef and find somebody who could help me put on those extra 10 to 15 pounds and really help myself at the next level. I was 195 pounds. Now I'm about 207 pounds, and I feel the best I've felt in my career. So there was definitely some thought. I got about a 4th round grade. So, there's some things to think about there. And especially if you do well in the Senior Bowl and do well at the combine, like I knew I would have, some teams could have, projected you maybe even a little higher. So there was definitely a thought with that, but I just felt like I had more to prove here. And I felt like I could really take my game to the next level with one more year of preparation and 1 year with Coach Tedford. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, so let's talk about Coach Tedford. He returns to Fresno State, takes back over the program that he was at a couple of years ago. What's this season going to look like stylistically? How different is it going to feel under Coach Tedford?
I think, especially with Coach Moore, really smart, bright, young coach on his way up to do some really special things, I think, in his career. Just starting out as the offensive coordinator here with all the weapons we have, I think he's going to do a really good job of having, some more plays come off of plays, kind of mix it up a little bit and really try to, show different formations, do a lot of the same stuff and just be just kind of more multiple. I think last year we ran a lot of plays. This year, I think we're going to have a lot of plays off of plays and really scheme it like that. And Coach Tedford having him here really to, help facilitate that and just kind of be, the overwatch is something that's really cool. And then also learning from Coach Coyle, our defensive coordinator, is someone that's, challenging us every day in the quarterback room and, challenging the offense as well. Just giving us a lot of different looks and helping us realize what we can get away with and what we can't.
4,000 plus yards in a season last year. I mean, that's an insane number to say out loud. I would assume coming back, you've probably got some goals, both personal, both team wise, potentially. Yeah. What's your biggest individual goal coming into the season? How do you top what you did last season?
After looking at the tape, I felt like there's kind of a lot that I left out there. And then after week 5, I feel like, with the way my body was, I felt like I came into camp really prepared, but I was still kind of light. And then after that, I was really on top of my meal plan going into camp, but then it's tough not having someone help you maintain that during the season. But now I have that maintained. I feel a lot more mature. And I just feel more ready to, I just feel like a better version of myself. So, I have the game reps. I have a lot of good tape out there. And I just think that, with all the guys coming back, I think we can build on it. I mean, I want to go out there and do some things that Fresno hasn't seen before. And I think, we got the guys to do it.
I know Fresno State fans are going to be excited to hear that. That's incredible. So from the outside looking in, when I watch your guys' games and when I watch you personally play, I get the sense, you tell me if I'm right or wrong here, I get the sense that you're a little bit of a big game guy. Like you tend to show up in the big games. I think Fresno State as a team tended to do that last year. You took Oregon to the wire at their place. You had the big win over UCLA that I think sort of put you guys on the map if you weren't already on the map nationally. This year, a couple more big opportunities of that, going to USC. At Boise State on the blue turf. First of all, is that an accurate interpretation of both you and the team? Like, do you get up for big games?
Yeah, I mean, I get up for big games, but I think we need to do a better job this year, just finishing every game. I think we let one or two slip last year that we shouldn't have. And I think we can do a much better job as a team of just finishing. And that, includes myself. I think I need to do a better job in the games that maybe not, are seen as big games, but, every game's a new opportunity to perform and do things at a high level. So I just think we go 1 week at a time. I don't think we need to look at SC in week 3. I don't think we need to look at Boise and whatever it is, week 5. I just think we need to, win one game at a time and focus on that. And if we're doing that, we're going to be taking care of business. So I think that's one lesson a lot of us learned last year is after you win a big game, you still got to play 6 or 7 more after that. So, it's one game at a time and see where it takes us, man.
So we talked briefly about you had the option to consider declaring for the NFL draft, the 4th round projection, all of that. One of my most fascinating things to watch and consume as a football fan right now is all of the NFL profiles, particularly with quarterbacks. So I want to give you an opportunity here. I'm going to read a line here of the good of Jake Haener, and then I'm going to read a line of the bad of Jake Haener from just a couple different NFL profiles I pulled. I want you to tell me how accurate these are. And this is your opportunity to fire back and tell me if the scouts, whoever wrote this, is just wildly incorrect here. So here's the good. Jake Haener sprays the ball anywhere on the field. Very confident, strong arm, capable of making every NFL throw.
I mean, I think that's pretty accurate. I wouldn't disagree with that. I've actually heard through, some people that people think I have a weak arm, and we'll put that to the test this year. I got some things that I've written down that are little bits of motivation for me, and just I've been proving people wrong my whole career, and there's still a lot of people that doubt me even going into this year. So we'll see what they're saying in December.
So let's see if I can add to the receipts. By the way, this is from the exact same outlet that just said, quote, very strong, capable of every NFL arm, by the way. Mm-hmm. Same exact profile. Here's the bad on Jake Haener. Short in stature, ordinary arm, throws too many passes flat-footed.
I mean, at the end of the day, the one thing that matters is the head coach and the general manager. Everybody else, their opinion, no offense to anyone, it really doesn't matter. So I turned my Twitter off. My brother's going to be managing my Instagram and the rest of my social media during the year. I got a separate phone number that I'm operating out of now. And then I only have my teammates, coaches, and close family friends, communicating with me on that line. And I'm just trying to limit the distractions. And that includes the good, the bad, and everything in between, man. I'm just trying to be the best version of myself. And, people are going to say, oh, he's at Fresno State. Oh, he's only 6'1.5". Oh, he's only 205 pounds. Great, dude. I'll go spin it with the best of them. I'll go take Bryce out there, take Caleb, take whoever you want. We'll go throw the ball, and I'll throw it with the best of them. So at the end of the day, it's going to depend on one team to believe in me, and that's all I need.
I fully believe that. I can tell you that from what I've seen from you, especially in those big games, man. I don't doubt that for 1 second. All right, let's end with a couple of fun ones here. So if I gave you two options, which type of play would you rather have play out on the football field? Would you rather hit like a 70-yard bomb, just drop it in the breadbasket, touchdown pass? Or would you rather break a run? Would you rather get out and scramble and show the flashes with the wheels a little bit?
Oh, no, I mean, the 70-yard bomb. I mean, I think having Crop on the outside this year, you guys are going to see some of his speed and some of the deep balls kind of turn out this year. I'm excited about that. So I think the 70-yard bombs, you might see a couple 65, 70-yarders aired out this year. I'm excited for.
I can't wait for that. All right, final question for you. We mentioned the portal era. It's also the NIL era. If you could have one deal with any company in the world for the NIL stuff, who would that company be?
I'm a big golfer. So maybe some cool, gosh, you can't pass on a really sweet car. I mean, a car would be pretty awesome. But at the same time, I don't want to just be like super flashy driving a sports car around and just get the wrong image from your teammates. I'm not about that. I don't know. I feel like something to include the whole team would be pretty cool. So if I got in a deal that brought something to every one of my teammates that we could include, I don't know. I can't really think of anything at the top of my head, but I like to include some of my teammates. I'm going to start doing some things here down the road. They're going to include some of my other teammates, helping them out with certain things. So something.
Love it.
Yeah.
Cool. I'd love to be your teammate. I'll tell you that. You mentioned golf. Are you a golfer? Were you going to go that route?
I'm a big golfer. Some Travis Matthews, maybe a deal with Titleist. Okay. That'd be pretty baller, man. I can swing it a little bit too. So.
Are you watching the Open? Who are you rooting for in the Open right now?
I think Rory would be pretty sweet to win the Open. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm a big Tiger fan, but Tiger's kind of right now. So I mean, I get it. The guy's been through a lot. So. Rory would be pretty sweet.
Good to know. All right, Jake, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. We'll be rooting for you this season, man.